Well, aloha and welcome. I'm going to make sure that we're actually streaming. See what's happening here. All right, so now that it's public, aloha and welcome. It's Jennifer Victoria Bell, Soul Evolution Advisor. And I do that through meditation and through one on one sessions and through using acupuncture points to tune into your soul's evolution. So I wanted to share about perceived value versus true value for a few different reasons. So one, we basically I'm just putting this down. Our We have mind protectors. We develop them in childhood, and they develop programs to protect us from experiencing pain again, a specific pain or a specific situation again. But while they're doing that, right, they're basically creating a frequency fence between you and your soul's evolution. So again, we have these mind protectors. What they're trying to do is not allow you to bring up or process through basically, unprocessed baggage from childhood or memories or even maybe past lives up to the conscious level. They're keeping them suppressed in the subconscious level. And so what happens is they'll direct you into things that you perceive that have value, but it's really an avoidance of pain. So what you're valuing is avoiding processing through the pain that's necessary to get you into your soul's evolution. I want to let that, I can feel like let that sit for a moment. So this came to me, I have a meditation course that's starting today. And I realized like one, I'm very sensitive. So I'm sensitive to thought forms. And I've had experience and a lot of validation where I know that I'm clearly interpreting the thought form that I'm feeling. And so a lot of the thought form I was feeling was, oh, it's just meditation, right? This is just a meditation course. No, it's not just a meditation course. um, it's different because I'm offering tools in the beginning to help you kind of rewire your processing because your processing is based on these mind protectors. I know it for myself. I'm not immune to this. I know that my mind will do things and direct me into things that make sense, like in some way, like so that, oh, this makes sense. And this definitely feels like it could help me. And it's more intuitive. Like that's kind of like a very kind of logic-y, kind of surface level logic. But um, you will even feel like this thing is for you because that is what your nervous system is outputting biologically, hormonally, all that, electrochemically, all that. So then you end up buying a whole bunch of courses and then you don't do anything with them, or they're with people and you're like, how did I end up buying that from this person? Because, ew, right? After you kind of like something wakes up, something may wake up, or the way that they are, you'll go, how did I even get here? So that's why I wanted to explain this because I speak to the true value. So your soul is not going to value what your mind protectors value. And why I'm saying I'm just, even in my marketing, I'm speaking to the true value. I don't like the game of speaking to your perceived value. I don't like it. I personally feel like it's like a whole level of like, I have to basically work with your mind protectors to get you something that's going to get you into your soul's evolution. Now, there are a lot of people who speak soul. There are a lot of people who speak spiritual lingo. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the only one that can help you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I've been in this game for a long time and people are just speaking that word soul. It's a conceptual level thing. I'll give you an example. There's a person who talks a lot about manifestation, and I know that she realized after meeting me that she was not where she thought she was at. And let's just say that, but really like she's done the thing of like, becoming like going through the hierarchy of like kind of like saying that she has the spiritual understanding that others don't have. Well, I'm not going to say that because we all have we have what we have, um, as far as ability to perceive. So my whole thing is helping people to upgrade their ability to perceive. And I'll say with this person, she didn't even know that there were any energy centers off the body. And she's talking soul level, soul level, soul level work. But she really, it was all conceptual. It was just all, and she was basically just using neuro linguistic programming. That's not necessarily soul level work, right? Not going to necessarily find your true essence through that. You might not, right? So, and then there's another, it's like this other level of like people get locked into this very strange parent child dynamic. It's like authority, kind of like not authority dynamic, we could say. And people are saying they're channeling source information and they're like, well, I'm intuitive, as if it's like because their intuition is truth. Like if I share something intuitively, it's because I'm hoping that it's going to help you get to yourself. And it's not to trump your perception. It's not to say that this is not like to mansplain over you, right? So there are people who are channeling about source, about celebrities, and saying that they're channeling truth. And people are basically in celebrity worship, and like these people are being used as vessels of siphoning soul material. And basically it's gossip. It's at its base, it's gossip. So I'm a little bit on fire because this is like basically this just an opening of understanding, and really I have a sincere desire to help, or just a sincere I have a sincere desire to help, but I also just want people to be able to stop, being in this loop of their own of mind control that is either of their own device, like you've self-created, or it's been created systemically or through your personal experience as a child. I want people to be able to have a free and open mind. I do not want people to place what I say as God over them. That is not what I want. In fact, that would feel very uncomfortable for me, and so I don't like when people do that. So I don't desire people to hang on to every word I say. What I want people is to be able to get into themselves. I want you to be able to get into your heart, into your body, into your soul, in a way that you can process through those mind protector loops. So you can process through the energy emotion patterning. Feelings and emotions are different. The feeling sense, your ability to feel, is not emotion. It's a very different thing. So I hope that's helpful for you. And I really just wanted to get this out there and to just kind of burst the balloons, like these overinflated, kind of like shadow of Jupiter, we could say, balloons, that how people are out there portraying themselves as these like, spiritual leaders and spiritual teachers, or I have soul level information, or but they don't. They're just using it to market something to you. It might be a helpful tool that they're marketing, and it might not. Ultimately, this is why I've come back to the basics. I've come back to meditation because I also saw that a lot of my clients are resistant to meditation, and I was resistant to teaching it. So I had my own little thing about teaching it. So basically, this is about just being able to come into yourself, to be able to sit and feel your own stillness and your own inner silence. And this is where you'll really meet your true essence. But we have to do it in a way where we get through the veils or frequency fences that our mind protectors have created, which is why a lot of these spiritual journeys or visualizations or meditations can also keep you in the stagnant mind protector loops. They don't necessarily get you to your soul. They just keep your mind busy. Um, it might help you relax. Like, because I'm not saying it doesn't have any benefit. It might help you relax. It may help you get to your true essence, but it also may just keep you looping. So I'm trying to address the looping frequency fences that are um, preventing us from feeling our true essence, for being able to sense, right? The texture, the weight, all the symbolic information, the true energetic information that's there, not the story, not the endless chatter of the mind. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to share them below. And as always, lots of joy and aloha, and I'll see you all soon.